Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no! I have each and every one of you to thank for the response this YouTube channel has received over this last year, making 2025 a year that I know that I will never ever forget. It will forever and always hold a very special place in my heart, and it has everything to do with each and every one of you who always subscribe here to this YouTube channel, having made it your favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel ever, who believe in these characters so much so that you would take a chance on them more than anybody else ever has. And of course I'm referring to the critics, who are always uploading videos about Kylie and Ruby and Malia. They never seem to want to give them a break or give them much of a chance like I've wanted to do for the last year, because this last year has been a year that I will never ever forget. Once you win the hearts of every fan of Descendants of Zombies, you truly have something special to hold on to and to keep for forever and always. And I've always wanted to be a part of this. I've always wanted to be a part of something special. And I had the chance to be a part of something special with each and every one of you as we shared in our stories about what made us fans of Descendants of Zombies, what brought us all that much closer together, what made us believe in these franchises as much as what we had. Because I really don't think we've never believed in characters or franchises as much as what we have Descendants of Zombies. We have really gone the distance and taken Descendants of Zombies to places that it has never been over this last year, because this year presented us with the opportunity and the chance to be a part and to become immersed with the Worlds Collide Tour and to be a part of Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampire's initial premiere, which received the best reviews ever because of each and every one of you. Because some of the best reviews that were posted and uploaded to YouTube came from each and every one of you. It had nothing to do with how the critics felt about it. It had everything to do with how much of a chance you wanted to give this franchise and how much you believed in your favorite characters and all these moments that truly had defined you for being fans of Descendants of Zombies. And I would just like to simply take this opportunity to say thank you. Because without you, Descendants of Zombies would never have happened. Without you, I would have never been back in 2025. I pretty much would have just faded off into obscurity and been forgotten about after my 25-year career had believed to have been told and completed and been over. But you guys brought me back because people started showing up at my door on Halloween dressed up as their favorite Descendants of Zombies characters. Some way or somehow they had known I'd been on YouTube for forever, and they wanted to bring me back as your voice of Descendants of Zombies in 2025. And I have each and every one of you to thank for that, because I upload videos about Descendants of Zombies pretty much every day. And you guys will forever and always have me to showcase your stars for their true worth and their truest potential. Because even with everything they've achieved and everything they've accomplished, they still have a long way to go. They are really figuring out their place in a world that sometimes more often than enough than ever given credit for is very difficult to find your place in. But they are carving legacies. And we are helping them carve legacies by posting the best reviews ever, because as far as I'm concerned, together we post some of the greatest reviews of Descendants of Zombies of all time. And that says a lot about every review that's been uploaded about Descendants of Zombies over this last year, because I have seen some of those ridiculous reaction videos and so-called reviews, self-professed reviews that people have given about Descendants of Zombies. As far as I'm concerned, they're watching Descendants of Zombies for what I feel is the very first time ever. So they can't really post a video that's ever made any sense to any fan of Descendants of Zombies. And because I believe you guys have deserved far better, that's why I've dedicated the rest of my life to uploading videos about Descendants of Zombies to the people who have had these franchises forever and always hold a very special place in your hearts, because I know what it's like to be you. And I know what it's like to be a fan of these franchises and want to hear nothing but the best when it comes to reviews about Kylie Cantrell, who is the strongest person ever, to Ruby Rose Turner, who is undeniably gorgeous and so full of life and talent. Her appreciation for life is something I can never seem to give Ruby Rose Turner enough profound credit for. Malia Baker's friendships with people like Kylie Cantrell and Ruby Rose Turner over the years have been well documented. I wish more people would perceive it the same way that I do, giving it more of a chance than ever before, or more of a chance than any critic ever has, because it really is one of the most beautiful friendships of all time to ever have the chance to talk about. I think the friendships that we've seen, no matter if you talk about Dove Cameron and Sophia Carson's friendship from Descendants of the Past, and these new friendships we've seen from Kylie Cantrell, Malia Baker, and Ruby Rose Turner that have been put on display, there's something about this trio that I can never seem to talk about enough or give much of a chance to, because they deserve it. And I think they have a future that's brighter than ever before, and their stars have never shone brighter than ever before, having everything to do with how much you believed in these stars. Thank you so much, by the way, for having believed in your favorite stars and all these moments that have made you fans of Descendants of Zombies for however long, regardless of how long you've been a fan of Descendants of Zombies. It's about time somebody showed up on YouTube and posted better reviews for you guys that actually made sense to give you hope for a foreseeable future that undoubtedly is going to happen for Descendants of Zombies. Because regardless of how critics have chosen to feel about Descendants of Zombies and come down hard on your favorite stars, I have seen potential with them every single time that I've ever uploaded a video, because this really is an opportunity and a chance, a bigger chance than many people have given it credit for, to take a chance on a franchise and believe in it more than ever before. Because when you really think about it, did we believe in Wizards of Waverly Place? Did we believe in Hannah Montana as much as what we have Descendants of Zombies? I think not, because there wasn't a story to appreciate. It was just pretty much the music that allowed Hannah Montana to exist in a world where acceptance was really hard to find. High School Musical was the same way. It was because of the music everybody fell in love with it. It had nothing to do with the story, which was told through the power of music, which was very effectively done. But was there ever a franchise that affected us and really changed our lives and helped us make sense of everything going on around us the way Descendants of Zombies has? Because oftentimes people saw themselves in the same situations that Red and Chloe may have been caught up within, dealing with the consequences of time travel, which will be more apparent than ever before because of what we'll see in terms of a plot for Descendants 5 Book of Wonderland, which I felt very intrigued by, and I'm really excited to take a look at and review, because when it comes to posting reviews of Descendants 5 Book of Wonderland, at least you guys will have me and this YouTube channel to help you make sense of the franchises, which people will jump at the opportunity to criticize without ever giving it much of a chance. They did it for Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires without giving it much of a chance, and they'll do the same thing for Descendants 5 Book of Wonderland, regardless of when it drops and when it's released. But I'm going to come out swinging for you guys, and I'm going to always have the back of people like Clarke and and Malia Baker, because they've deserved it, and they've left me in awe and impressed about everything they've done. They are incredible people, and I don't think they deserve to go home every night and watch videos of themselves on YouTube about how some stupid video feels about how they may have performed or how Descendants 5 Book of Wonderland is in terms of ratings. In my opinion, if you upload a video about Descendants of Zombies, how you've got to look at these franchises by giving it a chance. How you do it is by speaking with an open heart and an open mind, and never really knowing what you're going to say, and each time you push record. Because when you never really know what you're about to say for Descendants of Zombies fans, more people believe in your vision for Descendants of Zombies. More people join you on what's been an incredible journey, because I've had the honor of hearing so many people who have felt inspired hearing your stories about what's made you a fan of Descendants of Zombies and really brought you to these defining moments that you felt like you've been a part of for forever. I think everybody's wanted a chance to be a part of something special, regardless if it was Descendants or Zombies. You've all wanted to be a part of something special, and you wanted to show your favorite stars the respect they've forever always deserved. And I've just wanted to be that guy to do it for you every single time, because I know what it's like to watch a video that may have been uploaded by some critic who has never watched Descendants of Zombies ever before in their lives. As a result of this, they can't make sense of what's happening. They can't make sense of the story, because I really believe they don't want to. But you know where the love and support was always and forever seen and existed for Descendants of Zombies? It happened because of the fans. Because thousands of people came out of love and support for the Worlds Collide Tour, out of love and support for Clarke and Malia Baker, because they believed in what they had represented for forever. I go all the way back to when Malia Baker was on a show that was rebooted from many years ago, almost 30 years ago, Are You Afraid of the Dark? She was a member of the Midnight Society, and because Are You Afraid of the Dark was one of my favorite kids' TV shows growing up from Nickelodeon, I became very fond of the reboot. And when I saw Malia Baker be a part of this, throwing the dust onto the, the name of the title of the show, submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society, I Call This Tale. I think that's how it went. But I remember how dedicated she was to these roles and previous roles that I'd seen her be a part of, and I really wished that more of an opportunity would have been given to people like Malia Baker. Because when you take a chance on people like Malia Baker and Clarke and Sherelle, the possibilities are really endless. And to say that I've fallen in love with them, I think would be an understatement, because I believed in these stars just as much, if not more, as each and every one of you. And that's the sole reason why I've dedicated the rest of my life to uploading videos about Descendants of Zombies for you guys, because I firmly believed that you guys have deserved way better reviews of Descendants of Zombies for a very long time. And it's about time somebody showed up on YouTube and actually told you how they truly felt about Clarke and Sherelle while giving them a chance. Because I think that just choosing to criticize Clarke and Sherelle for some of her choices in life, and perhaps because of her opinion, is just really jumping to a conclusion. And that's something that I've never ever wanted to do. I wanted to talk about quality control by posting the best videos that I ever could about your favorite stars because they deserve to be talked about with prestige and with honor. And if you give me a chance by hitting my subscribe button, I promise you I will come through for you every single time because I've seen that chance in Kylie Cantrell. I've seen that beautiful representation of these characters, Red and Chloe and Bridget, for far long enough now to know that people don't really know what they're talking about or how to perceive Descendants of Zombies. It's a beautiful retelling of all these classic fairy tale princesses stories like Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland, Beauty and the Beast. I've seen so many retellings of these stories over the years, but none as powerful as what we saw from Descendants of Zombies. The original release of Cinderella happened over 50 years ago, both the animated classic and the novels. It consisted of 4 books. It first made it to bookstores on Christmas Eve back in 1930-something. That was forever ago. And since then, I've always been a fan and had a greater appreciation for Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty for forever. And I think that these characters can have their stories appreciated more by fans of Descendants of Zombies, which has made this such a huge honor for me to be able to push record each and every single night and share with you my thoughts on Descendants of Zombies, which is an opportunity I've taken full advantage of, not because I ever wanted to be monetized on YouTube, just because I wanted to share in these moments and experience these moments with each and every one of you. I don't know what it is about me on the holidays. I get really excited to talk about Descendants of Zombies because, to be honest with each and every one of you, one of the things that I was so excited about to have the opportunity to come home and spend the holidays with each and every one of you to do was to talk about Descendants of Zombies. And that's why throughout Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and Boxing Day, you guys will forever and always have me out of love and support for your favorite stars. Because when it comes to a star like Kylie Cantrell, if you actually take a chance on Kylie Cantrell and put it into perspective, I mean, that girl has 450,000 people following her on all social media platforms. Just think about that. If you were Kylie Cantrell and you had 450,000 people following you on social accounts, you'd probably lose your mind. I know I'd go freaking insane if I knew that if I had 450,000 followers on social media. I wouldn't know if I was coming or going. So that alone gives me so much respect for Kylie Cantrell. Do I think that she's deserved to be treated the way that she has and been looked at through the eyes of these critics the way that she has over the last at least, dare I say, 5 years? No, I don't. And that's why I've come out swinging for every one of your favorite Descendants of Zombie stars every single time I've had the opportunity to, because I think they've deserved to be looked at better. I think they've deserved to be treated better in the way of these reviews that have been uploaded by Perez Hilton and TMZ and Rotten Tomatoes. Because over there on their websites, you won't find anything nice about these stars. The best reviews that you will find about Descendants of Zombies came from the fans of Descendants of Zombies who have had this franchise forever and always hold a very special place in their hearts, who believed that a release date would happen and would come for Descendants of Zombies, who believed in the Zombies franchise ever before a critic wanted to give it much of a chance. I remember February 16th, 2018. Where were you at when Zombies premiered? I was sitting at home. It was a couple of days after Valentine's Day. I was feeling really down on my luck because I had no Valentine. Oh, woe was me, feeling very brokenhearted. And then Zombies happened. And I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. I said if I was going to take a chance on anything, it was going to have to be Descendants of Zombies, because Zombies fit perfectly into what Descendants had promoted for over 3 years, leading up to the premiere of Zombies. And I think gradually more and more people fell in love with this franchise because they believed in it just as much. They saw themselves in similar situations the characters had been caught up within. They believed in having a chance at true love and finding true love more than ever before. And everything about life made sense to them, at least for that brief moment in time, where time just seemed to stop because of how beautifully the love story between Zed and Addison was first told, and how many people believed in it and wanted to take a chance on it. And I feel like I've been a part of this and been on this journey with you guys for forever, because as time goes on, more and more people are falling in love with this franchise, having a greater appreciation for it, and we have each and every one of you to thank for making Descendants of Zombies into what it is today. I know I will never ever forget what Descendants of Zombies did for me and how much it's meant to my heart and how much it's meant to each and every one of you. Because somewhere out there in this really big universe, there is a girl who wants to watch the best Descendants of Zombies videos she can watch tonight on YouTube, just 24 hours away from Christmas. And she's deserved to watch Descendants of Zombies videos that are the best ever for far long enough. And it's about time somebody realized that when uploading videos about this franchise and give people like Kylie Cantrell and Meg Donnelly and Freya Sky, who is one of the latest sensations to come from Disney, 5-star reviews. Because I can remember a time when this YouTube channel had just 5 subscribers, and I never ever thought that I would be taken seriously by anybody. But after having fallen into the Descendants of Zombies niche, you guys gave me a chance ever before you gave anybody a chance. You believed in every video and what I had to say about Descendants of Zombies because you took it to heart. And because you took it to heart, that didn't give me any right to criticize your favorite stars. And if I was going to do anything, I was going to say something nice about them. And I was going to present a case and a point as to why everybody should take a chance more than they ever had on Descendants of Zombies. I had no idea how I was going to do it. I had no idea how I was going to get through to everybody, but you guys helped me create something special for thousands of people that I would go on to meet, and thousands upon thousands of people that I have yet to meet through discovering the power that exists behind this franchise, which is one of the greatest forces in the world. Because as I said here earlier, once you win the hearts of every fan of Descendants of Zombies, you truly got something special to believe in and to hold close to your heart for forever and always, because this has been a chance and an opportunity that I've taken on myself to upload videos about Descendants of Zombies, never knowing how many views each video that I upload is going to receive, what kind of response I'm going to get from fans of Descendants of Zombies. But it has everything to do with all the heart and all the dedication that you put behind believing in these stars. And because you guys have believed in Descendants of Zombies as much as what you have, I think that you guys have deserved far better reviews for Descendants of Zombies for far long enough. And that's what's made 2025 for me such an incredible year. Because I got to review the Worlds Collide Tour. I may have had to resort to watching it on YouTube, like many people had to, because the venues were sold out. After 43 arenas, it's sold out across the board. And now we have Freya Sky's Stars Align Tour coming up in 2026, which is, again, sold out across the board. I had the most fun of my life this past summer watching the Worlds Collide Tour at home. I thought the 2-hour production, for what it was worth, was a wonderful experience. I thought more people deserved an opportunity to see it and to really seize the moment with Descendants of Zombies and to experience it for what it was worth. I thought a lot of the reviews that were being posted about the Worlds Collide Tour were really ridiculous, and I think more of a chance should have been shown to the Worlds Collide Tour. I don't really care what Kelly Ripa has to say on Live with Kelly and Michael about how she felt about the Worlds Collide Tour or how Perez Hilton may have felt because he posted some review. Because every opinion that has always and forever mattered about Descendants of Zombies came from the fans. Because there's somebody out there tonight who believed in it more. Who believed in it more than they ever have, who wants their favorite stars to be treated with respect and with dignity and to be given acknowledgments that are actually worth talking about. And this YouTube channel has become the favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel of everybody because they see that existing in my heart. Because I'm not just saying I'm a fan of Descendants of Zombies for what it's worth. I've showcased it time and time again. Without having the Descendants of Zombies posters as part of my backdrop, the Descendants of Zombies merch, which I would love to have to give away to you guys for free. So if you could hit my subscribe button and help me achieve monetization, I can reach out to these sponsors and I can get you Descendants of Zombies hoodies and dolls and all this stuff to give away for free. But to be honest with each and every one of you, I've never cared about being monetized from day one. All I ever wanted to do was to be known by more people than ever before, to be given a chance to tell you how I truly felt and to share my stories about what's made me a fan of Descendants of Zombies. And over this last year, I've had the honor of doing that. And I've had the honor of meeting so many incredible fans of Descendants of Zombies who have believed in these franchises perhaps more than I ever have. You guys just knew I was a world-famous YouTuber who's had fame follow him everywhere he went. Because before each and every one of you, I was pretty much a loser, playing video games every night. Now I'm recording videos about Descendants of Zombies every night, and I'm having the time of my life. Because I know somewhere out there in this really big universe, there is somebody who believes in these franchises enough that they would take chances on this time and time again. And they deserve to believe that things like Descendants 5 and Zombies 5 is going to happen regardless of when and how they come to be. They have a chance of happening. Everybody deserves a chance at believing in hope. And I just wanted to be the guy to give it to you. And with your guys' help, we've created something special for every fan of Descendants of Zombies. And because of you, I would just like to take this opportunity to say simply thank you from my heart to yours. Because none of this would have ever happened for your favorite Descendants of Zombies stars that you've known and loved for years, really become identified with as your heroes and your idols, who deserve far more respect than ever before that's ever been done for them. And I want you guys to know that no matter how many critics we have to face with the upcoming release of Descendants 5 Book of Wonderland, how much criticism we receive, you guys will forever and always have me. So I will be here throughout the entire holiday season, which will include Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and so on, to upload videos about Descendants and Zombies. I will start filming and recording videos as early as 8:35, between 8:35 and 9:05 a.m. tomorrow morning, so watch for these videos to drop and to become available in the channel archives of this Descendants and Zombies YouTube channel. This experience, which has become the most popular Descendants and Zombies YouTube channel amongst every age demographic. Seriously, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for believing in every video that I've ever had the honor of uploading, because I perceive this as an honor forever and always. And thank you for being the fans of Descendants and Zombies that you forever and always remain, that you've forever and always been. Because you believed in these franchises more than anybody else ever has. You've given it more of a chance and shown more respect to it than perhaps ever given credit for. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your life as your voice of Descendants and Zombies. Thank you so much for having watched this video.